Good morning. Together, prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Page number 86. Have patience, perseverance, and purity. 100,000 men and women, fired with the zeal of holiness, fortified with eternal faith in the Lord, and never to lion's courage by their sympathy for the poor and the fallen and the downtrodden, will go over the length and breadth of the land, preaching the gospel of salvation, the gospel of help, the gospel of social rising up, the gospel of equality. These powerful words are the contents of a letter written to Sri Alasinga Perumal, a South Indian follower of Swami Vivekananda. This letter was written even before Swamiji participated in World Parliament of Religions, Chicago. Just 1 month before he wrote. Of course, 20 days before. On 20th August 1893, Swamiji wrote this letter. Swamiji, in his wandering days, on foot, he traveled all over India. He wandered all over India on foot. He observed carefully the piteous condition of the Indians who had a glorious past. People were very poor. They were in want of food, they were dying. You can understand. Like worms and other beasts. In want of, like a caged and prisoned animals. They cannot get out of that cage and they cannot earn their bread, even though it is near before, in front of their eyes. And they cannot take it to their mouth and survive. Like that, like a prisoned animals. Prisoned by ignorance. Nothing more than that. Just ignorance. Ignorance of the history, Indians' great history. Or people were able to travel in space. There are several lokas, and even they could control the movements of sun and moon. Even a householder woman had that capacity to control the sun and moon, movements of sun and moon also. Why they were so degraded like this? Why they again and again compare with the foreigners and measure their development status? Because of ignorance and the conditioned mind. We have been hypnotized through generations that we are born on this earth and we will die like other animals. The ignorance of real nature is the root cause of all this struggle, all these evil things. That's why Swamiji is telling, one should be passionate about the path of the truth. It is not mere listening and accepting. One should consciously struggle to reach that highest truth, to realize them in front of their eyes, as we see the other people of our class in front of our eyes, as we talk to them, we should meet the highest truth face to face. That kind of passion should be there. Then only that manliness is displayed through you in that effort. That's why it is compared with fire. Where it is? Fire? Fired with the zeal of holiness. When you have purity, that should burn like a lamp. That should burn like a glorious sun. Whatever the impurities are there, they should get burnt up. Swami Vivekananda and his brother disciples used to meditate in such a way that whatever the direction they looked, that side used to become pure. Whoever has seen those pure disciples, they used to become pure and elevated. Whoever touched them, their lives have got transformed. Swamiji also displayed this several times. Once Mysore king and Swamiji was walking in the street, and there was a procession was going on. Lord Krishna was there. Lord Krishna's idol was there. It was taken into the procession. They were discussing. Suddenly, Swamiji, now you see, you are the disciple, you are the devotee of Sri Krishna. You see the living Krishna. Saying so, Swamiji just touched that king. That's all. That king saw in that idol a living Krishna. That kind of power, that kind of spiritual power they attained. After that, they lived like lions on the earth. Swamiji wanted each and every Indian, each and every person on the earth should be more greater than himself. One should become more greater than Swami Vivekananda. That was the wish of Swami Vivekananda. We have to understand what kind of love he had. It is not something that I will gain some personal things and I will gain name and fame with my knowledge or intelligence or with my discourses or with my writings, and my name only will be written on the top of the history. Not so like that. That is the gospel of equality. Spiritual knowledge is free for everyone. The Vedanta is no more a secret. Earlier days, some upper caste people hidden the scriptures from the hands of the other people. Even Swamiji's time, Swamiji saw in front of his eyes the piteous condition of poor people and low caste people. In Kerala, those people used to tie a bag to their feet while walking on the ground, because their footsteps should not appear to the upper caste people. That kind of oppression was there in those days. Slowly, after India getting independence and after several reforms, we are seeing in front of our eyes. Everybody are getting some food and some means to survival. But still, man is lacking strength. The real strength is lacking. One may survive on the earth, that is not sufficient. One should live like a lion. One should move on with faith, courage, highest ideal, greatest goals, serving each other, seeing brightness everywhere. Everyone will be discussing about highest truths, great plans, great ideas, great reforms. That's why Swamiji, for that one should have a wonderful passion for that. Whatever it may be the task that you take up. These three things are required mainly: the zeal of holiness, eternal faith in the Lord, and lion's courage. Nerved to lion's courage by their sympathy for the poor, fallen and downtrodden. Don't hate anybody. Even the poor people, fallen people and downtrodden people. Some of us have this kind of habit. We hate the people who committed sin. But mentally, Pray for them. You will see wonderful blessing coming to you from the Almighty. There is nothing you will be losing, isn't it? Pray for his well-being, that's all. He had committed a sinful action because of his ignorance, lack of knowledge, want of higher truth. Just pray. Let him have good knowledge. Let him be more moral. Let him do good actions. As soon as we see an evil thing in the society, we'll start protesting in groups so that we can get holiday for our school, college or office. We enjoy like that. That is also a sin on part of us. Instead of that, Swamiji again and again told, instead of making new rules, follow the existing rules properly, each and everybody. We chant Shanti mantras, Bhadram karne bhi shunyama devaha. We have to listen good things from all directions. If any bad thing you listen, just immediately introspect yourselves. What are the mistakes you have committed today? Correct that one. Correct the macrocosm. The macrocosm is bound to adjust to you. It will be harmoniously arranged for you. There is no doubt about that. Okay? Have a wonderful day ahead. Please push to class.